thoughts on the release of the Gainful Employment Rule by the Department of Education?
The Gainful Employment Rule is really disappointing. It's going to impact Hispanics' ability to pursue education that will provide them with jobs. I think it's unfair in the sense that it doesn't really take into account the realities of what these students experience and the capacity of the system to really be able to provide these educational services that they need. So I think it was I'm not saying there was bad intentions behind it, but I don't think it was properly well thought through.
Representative, can you talk about why the National Hispanic Caucus of State Legislators called on the Department of Education to look into the effect of the rule on Hispanic students?
Well, obviously, for Hispanics, trying to pursue, technical training and get good jobs, good paying jobs, this education flexibility that's been in place, allowing them to go to these other schools, other colleges, has been very helpful, and it provides, they're very focused on communities that have high percentage of Hispanic students. So shutting the doors to that really will put them at a disadvantage in being able to get the skills that they need to be able to be gainfully employed. And it will really put a hamper to the economic development of a lot of these communities that have high percentages of Hispanic Latino population.
And so there are special issues in the implementation of the rule for Latinos so there are special issues in implementation of the rule for Hispanics?
Yeah, that's special.
So the rule particularly affects Hispanics?
Well, absolutely. I mean, in education, always minorities are always, let's say, have the hardest time of gaining access to these programs that they need, and always are, because of economic reasons, cultural issues or whatnot, they seem to be at a disadvantage. What's happened over the years is that these schools have been able to provide that access that was needed and have opened the doors for so many of these minority students, and obviously specifically Hispanic Latino students around the country, to be able to get the training that they need to be able to have these higher paying jobs and provide them access and opportunities for the future. So by this rule, what it does is it really shifts the dynamics, benefiting one segment of the education place that exists there, and what you're doing is putting this large group of people in a situation where they can't really access what they should be able to access. I don't know if that makes sense.
You want to repeat?
Let me say that, because there was one question.